Turning to city politics now, in the race for mayor, Democratic Zoran Mamdani has picked up another key endorsement.
This as President Donald Trump is actually weighing in on Andrew Cuomo's decision to run as an independent. Good Day's Robert Moses live outside Gracie Mansion with the very latest. What's the president saying about this, Robert?
Well, Dan and Tashani, the president is essentially saying that he's glad that Andrew Cuomo is staying in this race. The man who beat Cuomo in the Democratic primary, State Assemblyman Zoran Mamdani, will be in Washington, D.C. this morning at a breakfast with Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who endorsed him. And as for Cuomo's independent bid, well, a new poll shows that he actually has a pretty legitimate chance in the general election. Harris X conducted the survey of 585 registered voters before the former governor announced this week that he is staying in the race. Mamdani leads with 26%. Cuomo's at 23%. Republican Curtis Sliwa at 22%. By the way, both Cuomo and Sliwa are within the poll's margin of error, meaning they are statistically tied with Mamdani. Mayor Eric Adams is at 13%. 15% remain undecided. At the White House, Cuomo received a quasi-endorsement from President Donald Trump, which might or might not be a good thing for him.
I think he should stay. I think he has a shot.
Would you prefer him over?
Well, I don't want to say. You know, I'm a Republican. He's a Democrat or an independent. No, I think Andrew would have a good shot of winning. He's got to run a tough campaign. He's, you know, he's running against the communists. I would think that he would have a good shot of winning.
Cuomo will appear right here on Good Day New York later on this morning in our 8 a.m. hour. Though he continued to attack Mamdani yesterday, he sounded like an entirely different candidate, humbled and determined not to repeat his mistakes in the primary.
I think the assemblyman would do damage to New York. Not just that I don't agree. I believe it would actually damage New York. I did not run a good campaign. I admit it. In the campaign, all the geniuses said I was way ahead for the entire campaign. So the campaign played it safe.
Mamdani met privately yesterday with about 150 business leaders and told them, according to the New York Times, that he will no longer use the phrase globalize the intifada and would discourage others from doing so as well. And he picked up another endorsement, this one from DC 37, the city's largest municipal labor union. Mamdani vowed to beat Cuomo again.
I welcome that opposition in the same way that I welcomed it in the primary, and I think we'll see the same result.
Tomorrow, Mayor Adams is expected to receive another endorsement, this one from a coalition of law enforcement unions. But notably, the Police Benevolent Association is not expected to be among that coalition of groups, even though the PBA, which is the largest police union in the country, endorsed the mayor when he ran 4 years ago. We're live at Gracie Mansion this morning. Dan and Tashani, back to you.
All right, that's a big question mark, Robert. Thank you very much.